Hello people, welcome to our Lion Troop channel. We're currently looking at USD on the daily, and this lesson is all about drawing support and resistance lines. Obviously I won't go in depth since we have members that we have to accommodate and be fair to them. So I'm just going to show you the basics on how we go about drawing our support and resistance lines at Lion Troop Global Associates. So we start on the monthly. And the trick about drawing support and resistance lines is that you need to have 3 or more touches. When I talk about touches, I'm talking about our sync points. So let's use our line charts to see those sync points. Horizontal line. Now, we look for 3 or more touches for it to be valid, right? So we're going to start somewhere around here. And another thing is that you need to pay attention to the current price. So don't come here and draw your support and resistance line because it's not really applicable. And it might take even a year for price to come back here, or even another 2 years. So we never know. Pay attention to the current price. So we have 1 year. We have 1 false break here, 2, 3, 4. So it's really valid. And then we go on and draw another one. Let's see. I think this level is valid as well. Right there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. Let's look for another one. Remember, the trick is 3 or more touches. Here on the monthly, 2 touches are acceptable since it's a higher or bigger time frame. Now let's see here. I think it's valid. Somewhere around right there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches. And we can draw a last one here below. So let's see where we're going to draw it. And you don't have to draw all your support and resistance lines on the monthly, guys, since they're not all going to be visible on the monthly. So to distinguish this horizontal lines of support and resistance from the rest is to insert a shading around those lines, just like that. So when we drop down in time frame, we're going to identify and distinguish this one from the rest. So the ones that have shadings around them are from the monthly chart. So we can choose a color. Blue is my favorite color, so I'm going to go with that. And make sure that it's really narrow, since when you drop down in time frame, it gets bigger and bigger. So let's zoom in to see if it lines up. Okay, let me not waste any further time here. And to make sure that they are the same, you can just clone and put it right there. Clone once again. And put it right there. Exactly there. Now, let's go back to our candlestick chart to see if it lines up. I think it lines up pretty perfectly. As you can see, prices have been rejecting these levels and the tails are suggesting that. Now, let's go to the weekly. So once again, we're going to use our line chart to see those sync points. Okay, let's see. There's a whole lot of activity around this area. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's really relevant. Now, let's look for another one. It can come below here since we didn't draw another one and price might break below. So let's look for a relevant area. Right there. And here on the weekly, we can just use the black horizontal line. And when we drop down in time frame, we're obviously going to change just to distinguish these lines. I'm sorry. So we have another one here. It's really valid. So now, we have our horizontal lines from the weekly and the monthly. So now let's drop down once again in time frame to the daily. So here on the daily, we're going to use what we call horizontal rays. we're no longer using the long horizontal lines. This is done to show that these ones are from the shorter term time frames. So now let's draw this one. So it's a short-term horizontal line of support and resistance. Obviously, they differ in terms of their significance. If this one is from the monthly, obviously we can expect it to be much stronger than the daily or the weekly. So the higher the time frame, the stronger the support and resistance lines. So let's look for another one here on the daily. I think we have another one here. So let's just clone. Now let's see if it lines up pretty well. Exactly, it does. Let's use a line chart to see. Exactly. Can you see this, guys? A rejection, a rejection, a rejection, a rejection. So we have so many rejections around that area. It's valid. So yeah, that's how we draw our support and resistance lines. We're not going to go in depth since we have members. We also have to accommodate. So in order for you to learn more on how to draw support and resistance and learn about our Apex strategy, you can join us at Lion Troop Global Associates. Thank you so much.